Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the TCL Global Podcast. My name is Qasim Zia. I'm the host today for another episode of the podcast with one of our very good partner, University of Brighton. We have a wonderful guest here, Ms. Rabia Razak. She's the in-country advisor for the University of Brighton at Pakistan. Welcome to the podcast, Rabia. Thank you very much for giving us the time.
Thank you so much. I'm really honored for having this chance to talk about my university and international recruitment.
Thank you. So we're going to talk about a lot of things. So let's talk about first, how's the January intake coming along from Pakistan? Busy times.
It's really busy. It's been really busy, and it's a small intake, and we are trying our best to make sure that all the students who can be eligible for University of Brighton, they should know that the intake is available. We came up with 15 courses, that too postgraduate courses. So it's more like a testing intake, I would say. But yeah, going great so far.
Great, good. So I'm just going to tell my audience here that the purpose of this podcast is to introduce the University of Brighton to you through our channels, and also to tell you the amazing opportunities the city itself has for you, the university has to offer to elevate your dreams, your careers with the international studies. So we're gonna switch back to Rabia, and we're gonna ask her some important questions which normally our students are looking for. Rabia, to be honest. First and foremost thing, I really want to start with the Brighton itself as a city, because I know I really like the city itself. So I want to focus first on that, and then we're going to talk about the scholarships, Jan intake, the courses and all that. But shed some light on the city, what city has to offer.
So alright, if you talk to a foreigner who's based in Brighton, or somebody who is not Pakistani, they'll say we call it London by the sea, with a lot of more convenience. But if you talk about a Desi who's been there, or you ask me about Brighton, I'll say all good things about Karachi, Lahore and Islamabad you'll find in Brighton as a city.
Nice.
We have beaches, award-winning beaches.
Oh, nice.
And
nice.
we have landscapes, we have architecture that is very old and vintage. At the same time, we have architecture that is very up to the date and very recent. So, and opportunities, events, everything is going on. It's a very happening city, and I get excited when somebody asks about Brighton as a city.
Yeah.
So it's one of the top 100 cities in the world for
Nice.
student experience.
Yes, of course it is. Yes.
Yes, and it is in top 10 in UK for student experience, and it is renowned as a touristic city.
Yeah.
In UK. So yeah, all good things.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's why I told you in the beginning that I really like the city itself. So obviously, along with amazing beaches and amazing architecture around in the city, I'm sure there are a lot of job opportunities lies there for international students. They can excel, they can work in good companies after completing their studies there.
Yeah, sure. So basically, we do have a dedicated career advisory center based in our university, which helps students to find the relevant opportunities that are going on. And when I say the city is itself very happening, and we have a lot of events going on every month almost. It's even if student wants to usher or be an ambassador for a certain event, this is these sort of opportunities are also available.
Nice.
So opportunities, as long as student is an opportunist, is not a problem in Brighton.
Yeah, you got to be an opportunist too.
Yeah.
Obviously, that depends what your career goal is.
Exactly.
And how you're gonna best utilize the time out there in while studying abroad in overseas. Coming back to another important question, because we get to hear this a lot from the students who approach TCL Global for the admissions in international universities. The foremost question is, Rabia, that why should a student opt University of Brighton as their future university for studies?
Alright, so I came up with this thing where University of Brighton is very excited to have international students. We are hosting currently 140 nationalities across the globe in the form of students in our campuses.
Amazing.
So the first thing is, as a student going from Pakistan, the first thing is the network. You will be graduating among those people who are from the world, around the world, and making friends. This is something really important that students don't realize initially.
Right.
But then on the later stages, when they hit the university and they see, oh my God, it's all Desis, and that too deprived. I'm so sorry, but it is what it is. So this is one thing very unique about University of Brighton. And on top of it, our graduation employability ratio is amazing. It's about 90%.
Great.
So it's make us stand out of other universities. We are in top 50 universities in UK in terms of student graduation employability ratio. So I think these two factors are like more important than any other factor. But other than that, student experience, it's a student-oriented university. We spend a lot of budget on infrastructure, on our labs. We're making sure if a student is paying in pounds, they're getting the same sort of experience as well on campus in terms of education, infrastructure, experience, fun, everything.
Great, good. That's wonderful. Like I think when you're an international student, you should see which university you're opting for. I know it's not about only you see a lot of similar people there, but it's also about multicultural experience.
Exactly.
That's very important factor because that gives you an exposure in the international world where you can, if you're going down the line for your international career, that helps you when you get that grooming.
I agree, and there is a sort of term that your network is your net worth. Like we are living in an era where having bank balance is okay, but unless you don't know who are the relevant people to get on board and do something with that money, it's nothing.
Of course. I think networking is important, and that's what international studies actually offer you.
Yes.
Along with the international curriculum, that's another factor. Everybody should try and opt for the international studies. But coming back to another point, that obviously scholarships, we live in a country where people are more lean towards scholarships, looking for better options. So let's talk about that. What university has to offer for students for Pakistan, especially for the Jan intake?
Okay, a very interesting question. So here we go. Our fee structure, we are already considered to be a university who is giving very high quality of education in a very budget fee structure. Like our fee starts from somewhere around £14,900 and maximum it goes up to like £17,000. In order to motivate the students, we are giving 2,000 discount on top of it. You just have to be a Pakistani, you just have to be on time and you're applying. You've gotten an unconditional offer letter, you're eligible for that scholarship.
Great.
So I think it's a big cost savior.
Okay, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you have £2,000 scholarship on top of your already affordable fee from the Brighton University. So let's not wait. January intake is about to close, but we're going to talk more about another thing, which is we get to hear a lot from the students is. What are the courses which university is offering, and what is so unique about those courses or the teaching facilities at the university, especially people who are considering January intake?
Okay, so for January intake, we are having very limited courses. I will discuss more about my favorite courses, which is data analytics. Data analytics is a real game changer in this era, right? So it's a very good combination of business and IT. So any student who's coming with the computer sciences background and want to have a taste of business analytics as well and want to excel, have like more options when they graduate from this certain particular program, they can opt for this program. And we are teaching SAS in this program, which is like if you go on like top-notch data analyst profiles on the LinkedIn, you will see SAS specialist mentioned like in a very highlighted way. So this course is my personal favorite. Other than that, there is another tech course that I really find very interesting, and I would want Pakistani students to apply for that, is user design experience.
Yes.
User design experience is basically, it's about UI, UX, the interfaces people design, the front end, the back end. It's very interesting. I'm not a tech person, but when I read about this course, it was very interesting.
Of course it is.
And there are a lot of international opportunities, even freelance opportunities going on currently in this course. People can get hired while being in UK after they graduate, or if they explore options in the Gulf area, there are a lot of opportunities because there are tech platforms going on, there are apps development going on, a lot of world is moving to AI. So the user experience is one of the most important thing in this saturated tech market.
Yeah, I think UI UX is one of the fields where a lot of people have interest in.
Yes.
And obviously with current times when people are moving towards the digital platforms, especially with AI, so it's one of the good career options for anybody who is from this background IT. But if not, even not from the IT background, you're creative enough to adopt UI UX courses. Anyway, so that's amazing. So other than this, does university offer anything in management sciences?
Rest of the courses are basically in business and management sciences typically, and there is one course we are offering in law. So we have courses in entrepreneurship, digital marketing. In management sciences, I would personally suggest one should opt for brands and communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very unique name, Brands and Communication.
I call it brands and comms. It sounds more fancy than
Brands and communication, I think, is the need of the time, because when you're moving to the digital marketing side and world is shifting from conventional marketing to the online marketing, that's very important, and it's wonderful. I get to hear this course exists, brand and communication, and it's a wonderful name. Yeah, great. So if you are a student and you're looking for these courses, whether it be in the IT sector, in data analytics, you're looking for something in UI UX design, you're looking for management sciences courses, I think Brighton University is your next study destination, and we are here to help you with every step of the way. So coming to this one point, Rabia, that we discussed about scholarships, we discussed about the courses, but we should also discuss about one important factor, because it's almost mid-October now, and you know the university application deadlines are closing soon. So if you can just let us know about that. When are you guys closing the applications, and how soon it is? How soon, if anybody's interested?
So ideally, one should have completed their initial application stages by now, and the maximum is like they should be like deposit paid ready by 31st of October.
Right.
And like they should start their maintaining their bank statements BC like this week. And like cash deadline is going to be like 18th of November.
All right, great. So 31st October is going to be the ideal application deadline for University of Brighton. So if you're still waiting for it, just walk to the office, come meet us at DHA 3 Z Block, and have your file processed from us. So I know we can talk a lot about Brighton, because I love the city myself, but obviously we have to close the episode as well due to the time constraints. One last advice, anything you want to give to the students who are applying, whether they are considering January intake or the September intake, you can tell us a little bit about what intakes you offer, and then at the end you can give one advice from your side to the students from Pakistan.
Sure. So we are offering 2 intakes at the moment. January is a minor intake, and then September is a major intake, where we are offering all the courses, like 200 and plus courses, including undergraduate and postgraduate both. On top of it, one advice is like, when you're considering your university options, you need to be wise enough to do your own research, so that when you land on your campus in your university, you should not be feeling disappointed or something like that. Considering a support from a consultant is very important because of the technical part of your application, but having your own research done is also important, because I have seen this. Students, they put their entire case in the consultant's hands, and they don't write their personal statements, they don't know their own interest towards the university or program. So please do that, so that you can be a quality student for University of Brighton as well. It's not like I'm representing University of Brighton in Pakistan to Pakistani students. It's more like I want to send them the best students, the best quality students. Then they should, want to have more students from Pakistan. The experience for the both parties.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rabia, for your time today. I hope this will be very helpful for our students who are watching this, and you can share it with your friends who are looking or seeking admission advice, especially for University of Brighton. But do come along, visit our offices, especially we are based out here in DHA Phase 3 Lahore. You can come and meet us in Z Block. Our address is given, numbers are given. You can reach out to us, and we will help you through the process. But time is short, so process your application as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next episode of the podcast, and with another amazing university partner we have. But Rabia, thank you so much for giving us time today.
Thank
you. It was a
you.
pleasure having you. Thank you, everyone.